Welcome back to Two Scored Gaming. This is Pimagora, and this is the police.
Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this. But in fact, it's the quietest and safest place in town.
Sweet, like, hexagon bald
You
spot.
won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare
Okay.
at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners.
Manners.
Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She
Yeah,
agrees
okay.
to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls
While
are on a
eating
quiet prowl,
food.
too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something.
Maybe they're trying to pay for college.
But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!"
The animalistic chief of police.
No idea how I got so barbaric.
Alright, this is the police. I saw the trailer for this not long ago. Thought it looked like a lot of fun. I really like the art style on it. So let's start a new game. I probably should have looked at the options. Let's look at some options real quick. Make sure subs stay on. Looks like subs will be on no matter what. So, go to work. There we go. Third time's a charm. Starting the car up. What are we doing here?
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
Well, that's not how the real
Yesterday,
world
I turned
works.
60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blunt when talking
Freeburg.
to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a
So
small
this
price
leads
to
me to believe
pay.
this is in the
Call it
60s,
penance for the
early
preacher.
70s, kind of. The way he's talking, that he talks about the papers, the way he was talking about the strip club. It's going to be really interesting to see.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine.
Can't
But
imagine.
even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go.
Like Moana. He doesn't know how
I
far he's
may
going to
have a
go.
lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
So what is said press conference about, though?
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same: play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Mayor Rogers told me they wants a fresh face running Freeburg PD, so no, it didn't come as a surprise. Do you already know the name of your successor? Of course not. I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? Sounds possible, if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse shit. The mafia and the police working together? Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? It's difficult to say what guides policy decisions. Thank you. Huh. Okay.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Okay, so something going on with Francis Kendrick here. I like this kind of comic strippy, storyboard-esque style of telling the story of Captain Jack. Chief Jack, I guess.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude,
Assuming.
arrogant, no
Yep,
warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark.
So he's a tennis player.
Mayor
That's all he
Rogers
does. He just
enters
plays
every
tennis.
room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology.
Huh.
He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges.
Oh, see, called it
Rogers
tennis.
plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Huh.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
Well, yeah. Fuck you, bro.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
The truth be told.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me."
So let's stir up some shit.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
What a douche. That is why he's a busy man.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Star?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Star.
Yes. Yes. That is awesome. Checkpoint! Day 2, July 16th. Head of Culture Department owns villa in Italy. People wait a fresh look from police chiefs. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Come on. There you go. It's always 3. Always 3.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
So the Freeburg Police Department are all sociopaths.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick, he recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Oh. Yeah, I want to receive tips on how the game works. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between the shifts. Officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policemen. A figure around 150 is considered average. Policemen who fall short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably high are a safe bet even in a pinch. Individuals' level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who's exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after working each day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Hidden characteristics. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can't take it off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. So what do I do? Alright, okay, just start the day then? Start the day. I guess. How interesting. Okay. Respond to calls of the bread and butter police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. Marker on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work.
110 in progress.
Easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more seriously alleged threat. Particularly risky situations also give you the option of sending the squad team, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on at all can tell you how seriously each case can be. Which might look simple at first until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Alright, so a married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot over a homeless man, or saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who had been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped up to help. Once he saw I hit the bum, he got back in the van and drove away quickly. So I'm going to send Purdy and Austin out. Alright, theater manager reports that the showing of Citizen Kane drunkenly attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he is denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the security guard. Go Yancey and Tsubaki. Interesting. So that's how long things will take for them to handle stuff, I guess. Hit and run report. Let's check it out. Everything goes well, police capture the criminals and nobody dies, but the truth is sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster and dead citizens bother the mayor even more. Offender caught! Officers unharmed. Professionalism goes up. I love it. That's cool. Check this one out. Offender escaped, officers unharmed, civilian killed. Damn. Okay. We have an armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down a license plate car number. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. So we're going to send Kochi, and we're going to send Asano out. What do we got? We got a fight. Brother and sister clash with each other to seize father's will. Corner one layer. We don't dare separate them, and security officer is off duty tonight. Okay, I'm going to send Pretty out by herself. And see what happens. We got Yancey and Tsubaki back. Another call. What do we got here? We got an assault. A passerby. Ooh, I do not like the term ghetto. A passerby saw some teenagers attacking an elderly musician rolling with his guitar and his money. I'm going to send Yancey and Tsubaki out on that one. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they may contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up. Don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. Vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room. Knock on the door. Open up, police. Boom. Nice. Good stuff. And they gotta get back. Okay. Report on the fight. Offender escaped. Officer unharmed. But that's okay. I guess that's nighttime. That's cool. And we got an assault report. Let's check it out. Yancey Tsubaki, offender escaped, officers unharmed. Man, okay. I'm trying to balance the teams if I can, because I don't want to send my top guys out all the time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and end the day. Overtime, if you think you'll need a couple extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime, but if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Let's see, the next shift. Stovall, look at him. Okay, well, we are going to go ahead and stop this episode here, now that I've gotten actually into the game. It's really cool. I'm hoping to see how this goes for a while. If I have to do this 180 times, that could be exhausting. But we'll see how it ends up. In the meantime, this has been Pimagora, and this is the police. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!